Move over, soy. There's a new trendy milk in town. Oat milk.
Turns out coffee drinkers now prefer a splash of oat milk.
Oat milk, huh?
Oat milk, yeah. Oat milk is the new almond milk.
Some people say it's giving both soy milk and almond milk a run for its money.
Whenever I think of oat, anything else that's not dairy milk, I think, is it really milk?
In case you haven't heard, milk is canceled in 2019.
Hey,
Hi.
how you doing?
How are you? Good.
Good. What can I get you?
Oat milk latte, please.
Sure.
In Brooklyn, the only milk that matters is oat milk. And the only oat milk that matters is Oatly, which showed up suddenly in 2016.
Oatly or nothing. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
This stuff is the supreme of milk alternatives. Unless there's a hip coffee shop near you, it's gonna cost you. Big. People are paying $18 a liter to get Oatly from scalpers on the internet. The hype is real, and so is the Oatly drought.
We run out. I mean, there's weeks that we'll run out of, we'll go through our allotment of Oatly and we'll have to wait for the next shipment.
What do they tell you? They say they just can't get it?
Just can't get it. It's been a supply and demand issue.
How did this happen? Who milks an oat?
Wow, no cow.
The Swedes.
No, wow.
At the Oatly factory in Landskrona, they're struggling to keep up with international demand. Oatly was originally created to make the people of Sweden less gassy. Sweden has one of the highest per capita dairy consumption rates on the planet. So it's a really tough place to be lactose intolerant. And that's who Oatly was created for 2 decades ago. It did pretty well on the Swedish market.
Oh, beard protection.
Of course.
Okay.
It's for you.
Then in 2012, Tony Pedersen took over as CEO.
Yeah.
Am I good?
That's when Oatly really took the leap from medicine milk to hype milk.
Looks good.
Okay.
Let's do this. This is like the filling, right? You have the paper here, and this is the barista edition.
Yeah.
Tony makes things cool. He did it with Japanese food in Sweden as a restaurateur. And now he's doing it with Oatly.
This is like meeting the Wizard of Oz. This is like the freshest possible oat milk
It is.
in the world.
This is like
right here.
That one.
That's the
like
freshest.
that one.
That's the freshest oat milk in the world.
Yes, it is. It's here.
I have to say, it really does smell like oatmeal in here.
And
what's that?
This is where the magic happens.
Oats are being milked right in that tank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where the milking is. Exactly. The teats, yeah.
Got it.
This might shock you, but oats cannot actually be milked. The Oatly recipe relies on natural enzymes, high-pressure heat cylinders, and a lot of complicated science. The process is patented, and there's secret tech we weren't allowed to film.
So what did you know about the process of making oat milk before you became the CEO? Nothing.
Like nothing, right? But it's fascinating.
Tony is not a science guy,
It's really fascinating.
but he is a marketing guy. He figured out how to make a company focused on lactose intolerance into the next hot food trend. Tony refers to Oatly followers as the post-milk generation. And his vision for oat milk quickly moved it off the shelves of health food stores and into the Instagram feeds of hipsters. First in Europe, and then the United States.
I'm not from the food industry. I don't know how to run a food company. We're being unconventional in the way we work and the way we act.
What's wrong with the food industry?
Animal production is accountable for 14.5% of the carbon footprint. Food supply is one of humanity's greatest challenges. And it has to be like, we can't just improve it, it needs to be changed.
You're like the milk pirates against these.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. Or like oat punks, you know? You know?
How many like gallons of,
Oh, yes.
or however you measure it? I'm sorry, I don't
So
mean
we
to
do
bring it-
like we're in the metrics, right? So
Yeah.
we do like 52 million liters, like we did that 2017. We did 80 million liters this year, and we're going to double that in 2019.
160 million liters.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that's enough. I'm not sure that will fulfill the demand, but that's what we can make.
These oat punks aren't the only game in town anymore. Oatly needs to ramp up production to fulfill their own demand and stay ahead of a tidal wave of oat milk set to hit U.S. shores this year. Which brings us to another unlikely birthplace for a cool revolution. Millville, New Jersey. Best known these days as the home of all-star Los Angeles Angels center fielder Mike Trout. And now, home to Oatly's very first U.S. plant.
So why Millville?
When we wanted to start our plant, it was like natural to open here. Like it was obvious for us to open on the East Coast and not anywhere else.
Have you gotten to know this area at all? Have you been to Millville much?
Not that, but you see like the sky is blue, people are nice. Can't be better, right?
Yeah. How many jobs are you going to be putting in this?
We're not sure yet. It could be anywhere between, we're hoping around 50 eventually.
Millville is used to being a factory town. Back in the 80s, it was the home to some of the largest glass factories in Jersey. When most of them closed, this town took a huge hit.
So here we are. This is High Street.
Absolutely.
So when you were a kid, what was on High Street? What did you come back to
Everything.
do? Yeah.
And every store was jumping because obviously it was the 60s and downtowns were rocking and rolling.
James Quinn was mayor of Millville for 12 years.
Is it weird to come down here and see how different it is from when it was like such a busy time when you were a child?
Yeah, it is. But when I look around main streets in most communities, it's similar to this, where there's a lot of vacancy.
To make these kind of downtowns happen, what you need are people working and wanting to go out and spend money.
Right.
And that's why when some crazy Swede comes to you and says, I want to build a factory that makes a milk substitute, you go right on.
You bet. We say, hey, please come. We're thankful to have you.
Millville's most popular diner is Jim's Lunch. It's still very much a dairy and meat kind of place.
Okay, cheeseburger, everything. Double plain. Can you order the chicken sandwiches?
This is a cheeseburger
with
with onions and gravy on it.
Yeah, special sauce. It's special sauce.
So we're pretty far away from like health food here at Jim's.
This is Heart Attack City.
Right. And now this is the town that has this burger is now the epicenter of the new alternative milk movement.
Right, and
in the
this
United
could
States.
offset a lot of the cholesterol with the oat milk.
What do people usually get in their coffee here?
Cream.
Cream.
Black.
Okay.
Or black, yeah.
Do you think that if you put oat milk on the menu, people would buy it?
When you say oat, you mean like oatmeal?
No, oat milk. It's milk made out of oats.
Oh. Maybe
It's
might
not-
try
it's-
it, possibly.
Okay.
Possibly, I mean, never know.
So I'm gonna pour a little bit of it, and you can try it.
Okay. Salut.
Bottoms up. Not for you.
It's not bad.
I don't like it. So this is $4.50. It's a little bit more money than milk.
Right, but 100% vegan.
Uh-huh.
What's the word?
Barista
Barista.
edition.
What's a barista? So it's no dairy, no nuts, no gluten. Oh, so the world anymore today is definitely going healthy. You know what I mean?
So even at Jim's Lunch, maybe someday soon, I'll be getting an oat milk side with my coffee.
You know what? You can have an oat milk, and then I'll make you a burger.
Love it. Now we're talking. You guys aren't kidding.